I hope we are smiling today and we are ready for the day ahead. Now, for today's encouragement, we're going to continue in Matthew 6, but today we're going to be focusing mainly on verse 34. Now, it's going to be Matthew 6, verse 34. Now let's read together. It says, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient unto the day is its own trouble." Now, of course, I'm coming with a story to show how best we can get the meaning out of this verse. So I remember it was 2013 when I had just graduated from the Wolmer's Trust High School for Girls. Yes, let's get it right. Put the trust in it. The Wolmer's Trust High School for Girls, right? Yes, we really love our school. But yes, continuing. I had just graduated from my high school and I got into my degree program at the time that I wanted to do, which I desired, which was actuarial science. So we started off, so it was summer and my mom and I were like, hey, what's going on? September is coming and school fee needs to be paid. Well, we don't know where the school fee is coming from. So we're like, okay, I was like, I think I wasn't so worried back then. As in, if you know the level of faith I had when I was younger, I'm really wondering why I doubt a lot of things, because the amount of stories that my mom told me about how I exercised the faith and things just worked out. I really question myself these days to be like, Shanique, where is that level of faith? Why are you doubting these days? Why is it that you're not leaving everything into God's hands? And yes, you're young, and every child when they're young, they don't worry about things. They just let things be and everything just happens the way it happens because they know that mommy and daddy will always make things work out. And it's literally the same thing that we ought to exercise even in our adulthood. So know that God will work things out for our good because He is our Father, right? And He knows what's best for us, and He's not going to just let us fall. If we jump off the table, He's not going to let us fall. Daddy is going to catch us and we're going to enjoy the ride and it will just be okay. So when I was entering university, we didn't know where the money was coming from. And knowing my mom, Miss Warrior, prayer warrior and Miss Warrior, so both of them, she was like praying, God, what are you going to do? This child needs to go to university September morning. Where is the money coming from? Because we don't know where it's coming from. So we're like, okay, what's happening? I'm there enjoying summer, not caring. I just know I'm going to school September and the money must be paid. Where is that money? I don't know, but I'm enjoying summer and I'm going to school September. I just knew I was going to school September, so I was chilled. I was like, oh, okay. So it was the last weekend before school started. So literally the Friday before school started on Monday. My mom was like, Shanique, the week before, my mom was like, Shanique, I don't know where the money coming from, I don't know where the money coming from. And I'm like, Mommy, I'm going to school though. I'm going to school. And she's like, hey, this girl. I was like, Mommy, I'm going to school, right? And she's like, yeah, you are. So it's like, we don't know where money is coming from. And I applied to scholarships and everything, but just didn't work out. And my mother is a very strong believer in not taking student loans. And I'm actually really happy that she stood her ground in that regard, because now if I'm supposed to take a loan, it drives me crazy. I haven't taken a loan like that ever since, and I'm so grateful for it because I realized that I can actually live my life without going through or being in debt, and I'm happy that I'm debt free, and God be praised, I'm debt free. So she was still worried, they're worried. Now I started to get worried because after I finished enjoying my summer, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to school September. Hey, this is not nice. But so I started to pray, and Mommy was there praying. We were wondering what's happening because no money, right? And we were praying, and then on the Friday she went to Scotiabank and she was there trying to get a loan for me to start school and everything. And she was there apparently since midday or something like that. I'm not sure, but sometime in the evening she went there. And I know she closed the Scotiabank based on her story that she told me. She was there until they locked the doors, and it was only the employees inside and her. And she spoke to a manager, and she's like, one of the loans personnel, and she was like, my daughter needs to go to school on Monday and we need to pay the school fee. We don't know where the money is coming from, but we need you to give us a loan today. And they were so kind to her. They even fed her, and they prepared all the paperwork. And best believe my mother came out of that bank with a check with my school fee, and I was able to start school Monday morning, paid in full. I was like, wow, that's really good. Like, that's a blessing, because to know that we were worried, we needed not to worry. We just needed to do what we needed to do in order for God to work his miracle and to provide for us, right? So this is basically and then it was just 2 weeks later that I had received a scholarship from my church, and that scholarship aided me in paying for my second year of university. And I'm just looking at how God just provided for 2 years within the space of 2 weeks, right? And it just goes to show that we really don't need to worry about tomorrow, because today's worry is enough. Just as I was so carefree and okay for the entire summer, not realizing that, oh, tomorrow needs to be done. I just knew that I was going to school, and it's just it's the same way that God requires us to just live in the moment and not worry about tomorrow, not worry about any debts or any bills to be paid tomorrow, but to have peace, to realize and to know that he is going to take care of it, and we are either going to go to school, or we're going to get that job, or whatever it is that we have need for. It's just going to work out because God already planned it. He saw the future. He already orchestrated everything to go according to his will, and we all just need to step into his will, get in alignment. And this is our encouragement for today, that guys, focus on today, live in the present, and don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about what is happening, but just rest in God. Just trust that he will take care of you, and everything will work out for the best. Because sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Because worrying about it today will not solve the issue of tomorrow. It really won't. Worrying about tomorrow in today won't solve the issue for tomorrow. Just live today and let tomorrow worry about itself. So that's our encouragement for today. As you go about today, put all your troubles in God's hand, put all your worries in his hands, and rest in him, and let God work for you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.